start briefing about myself. So my name is Madhur Jain, and I'm a senior data scientist in Waters Clover. I'm having around 8+ years of experience in IT, and from last 4 years, 4 to 5 years, I'm in to the teaching profession, as well as in the industry as well. And as part of a data scientist, I have worked on many fields. I would say that I worked on image processing, I have worked on computer vision, text processing, audio video processing, and many, many more things. And even I published multiple research assignments and research papers to multiple journals, so that I'm in touch with all the new research that are going on in the field of data science and data analytics. So that is about me. And let me start with the data science. And meanwhile, if anyone have any other questions regarding the course and regarding anything that I'm going to explain, you can stop me and you can ask me at that time. So first of all, before starting this webinar, I just wanted to know about your perception, your thinking behind data science. So I wanted to understand, okay, what could be your perception behind data science, and what could be data science? Anyone who can answer, like, what could be data science and what exactly the things that are going into data science field? Anyone?
Yeah, hi, this is Shubham.
Yeah, Shubham.
So, we use the face detection. So at that time we can say that we are using the data science. And one more thing I know about this, that in the stock markets we use gathering the data and make it useful, and it might be beneficial to that company, where the company can invest their money
Yeah.
using that data.
So yeah, actually my question is that what you said is absolutely right. So these are the applications of data science that we can see in the real life. So as part of data science, so what is data science? First question is, what is data science? Is that what the techniques that we are applying is data science, or is it something else? So anyone, like, what is data science?
We can say that we are playing with the data. be- um, we are searching behind the data, means what that data can be useful for us, kind of.
Like
Okay.
analysis of data.
Okay, analysis of data. And
Yes.
yes, yeah, correct. I'm just gathering response from everyone. So what else? Analysis of data, gathering information, finding useful insights from it.
Yeah,
What else?
Jayan this side. Basically, for me, data science is nothing but uh, we have a lot of unfiltered information. Data science is the stream which can help us to extract out the information which is actually useful and which can be used in in respect of any stream or any application, so on and
Okay.
so forth. Yeah.
Okay, so that is absolutely correct. So we are extracting information from data, and we are extracting useful informations, insights, and patterns that we can apply in your business. So that is what we are doing as part of data science. Have you ever thought of why we are calling this as science? Why not a tool? Why not a language? Why not something else? Why we are adding this word science here?
Basically science, because as per me I think it is because we are trying to find something, we are trying to discover a pattern, for example. So science is more or less actually related to discovering some
Okay.
new inventions, you can say. So
Okay.
if we talk in that terms, then data is also on a similar line. We are trying to find the new patterns in an existing set of data we have.
Okay. So, uh, may I know your name? Hello,
Giant.
Jay. Okay, Jayant. So is it science is discovering new things, or it could be something else?
Oh,
No, not exactly new things. Basically to find, as you mentioned previously, to identify a pattern which would be
Yeah,
useful.
yeah.
Uh, it might be existing, but we were not able, without the techniques we have in data science, without that, we would not be able to easily identify such patterns. With the help of data science, it is much easier, we can say.
Okay, okay, okay. So again, I got stuck in the same word. Like, what is science?
Sorry, from my side, this is it. I cannot give.
Okay, okay, okay,
Uh,
yeah. So maybe we every one of us might learn one subject, social science. Okay. So now try to answer from that perspective. Is it something that we have invented in social science? Is it something that we discovered in social science? Is it something that we applied some scientific formulas or logic in social science? That's there as well. We are adding this word science. What is basically science? Okay, no guess. So let me tell you, science is nothing but a study. Okay, anything that you are studying becomes science, and moreover, science is the complete study on one topic. Okay, when we said that, okay, we are learning social science, when we learn social science, at that time we have learned the complete or social behavior of humans, like what would be the history part of humans, what is the history of India, history of the world, and so on. So from history, and then the present geographical condition, maybe you might remember, like these were the subdomains in that social science. We have history, we have geography, we have politics, we have economics, and we are covering overall behavior of humans or the social behavior of humans. So that complete study becomes social science. And here we are saying that data science because we are trying to understand the complete behavior of data, from where it is coming, what is the current status, what we can predict or what we can forecast for future, and overall all the ups and downs that could be present in the data. Everything we are going to study, that study is data science. Does that make sense, or I'm saying something out of the box that no one agreed on this?
Yeah, we
No, no,
totally
it
agree with
makes
you.
complete
Agree.
sense. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that is just study. So that's why we are not, when it comes to data science, many people have their questions in mind. Okay, what is data science? You taught me everything, you taught me everything about machine learning, artificial intelligence and NLP and everything, but I haven't used data science. Where is data science? So data science is nothing but a name that has been given where we are studying all these behaviors. So that study is data science. And that's why when it comes to data science, this is a very huge, or that this is a very broad topic. And inside data science, you can say that you are going to learn languages, you are going to learn the software industry practices, you are going to learn mathematics and algebra and statistics and many things that are part of it, or I would say that many things or many components we are going to use from multiple uh, domains or multiple fields as part of data science. So let's make it formal. What is the formal definition of data science? And I found that everyone gave me the correct definition. That is what I have. So data science is also known as data driven science. It's a field of scientific methods, process, and systems to extract knowledge or insight from the data in various forms. So basically, as part of data science, we are not going to do anything else, but we are going to find out the insights, or we are going to extract the useful information from data. And that useful information we are going to utilize as part of business. So I would say that, okay, if data science is going to give me what could be the future sales, what could be the future for future trend of a particular machine, or can we say that, okay, a self-driven car, or many other examples that we can derive from the with the help of data science. So that is why it is a study where we are going to apply multiple scientific methods and process, and we are going to extract some new insights or knowledge. Okay, so this is what is part. Now I'm moving on to the next part, which is what kind of things that you are going to learn if you want to learn data science. So if you want to learn data science, or if I'm going to keep that data science, so data science is a combination of multiple aspects. I would say that data science is combining many topics from computer science. Data science is combining multiple topics from various domains. So it could be finance, it could be insurance, it could be banking. It is dependent on what kind of projects that you are doing. And then it is taking multiple topics or multiple things from mathematics and statistics. So it is a combination of computer science topics with domain knowledge, with mathematicals and statistical aptitude, with some mean, mode, median, linear algebra, and many more things that are coming inside data science. And look at this. I used multiple other things to define data science here. I use data engineer, research analyst, and machine learning. So machine learning comes when we are combining the concepts of computer science with mathematics and statistics. Whereas data engineer comes when we are going to combine computer science with the domain knowledge. And if you heard about big data, or if you heard about Hadoop, then that comes inside data engineer. And there are few more fields which is research and analysis, where some part of statistical modeling, some part of mathematical knowledge we are applying over a specific domain that is mostly used as part of research. So if a person who knows all these things, a person who have some domain knowledge, a person who have some mathematical and statistical aptitude and computer science, I can say that that person becomes a data scientist. Okay, now maybe a few things, few computer science things that I can explain what computer science part will be used when it comes to data science. You can say that maybe you how many of you are from computer science background? Let me know, please let me know. Anyone who is from computer science background?
Yes.
Okay, so as part of computer science, you might have learned one subject, that is theory of computation. Have you learned that? Theory of computation. There you
Yeah.
might have learned about Turing machine, finite automata, and so many things. So they
Right.
are designing the machines. So far, have you used any concept in IT? Turing machine or
No, no, definitely not.
okay, you might heard about context-free grammar. Have you heard this word? Or you just heard with from me only? So
Uh, no, I haven't heard.
no, okay. So all these concepts are coming from theory of computation. All these concepts
Hmm.
coming from compiler design. Okay, where we are designing a language, or we
Hmm.
are compiling a language. And I know that in IT so far, if you rarely if you used any of the thing, and most of the thing we are using is just programming. Okay, but when it comes to data science, you have to use all these things. Okay, these concepts are very much useful in terms of data science. When it comes to language designing, think of it how your parsers are working. You are writing a program in HTML language, and
Right.
your program is capable enough to understand that HTML language, and it is able to understand, yes, this table tag means something else, and this tr tag or div tag means something else. It means that there could be one program which understand all these syntax that you are going to use, and someone have to define all these syntax, or someone have to define all these
Right.
symbols.
Right.
Okay, and the same thing goes with when you work on language. So suppose if I'm talking in English, you can talk in Hindi or Marathi. And if one program, it could be Alexa or it could be Google Assistant, that program is capable enough to understand your language. So somewhere you have to define, no, this is the grammatical structures that has been followed in English. This is the grammatical structure that has been followed in any other language.
Correct, correct. Yeah, I get it. I get
Okay,
it. Yeah.
so all these things can be defined with the help of data science. I would say that NLP field is working on this part where they are considering all the parsers, they are designing all these parsers, and they are using multiple things, like they are translating one language program to another. They are summarizing the text. They are processing the data. They are finding the topics, they find the sentiments, they find the many other insights from the English language text. So all these things are coming from computer science background. Okay, so if you are from computer science background, you might have learned, I don't know, because I found 99% of my students who don't know that when we are talking about concepts. In terms of NLP, you have to use these parts. In terms of machine learning, there are few other things that are coming from mathematics.
Hello, your voice is going blank in between.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I couldn't hear the last sentence. Yeah.
Is it fine now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry because of some internet connection issue. Is it fine?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
great. So yeah, we are talking about what are the things that we need to take care from computer science background. Then comes to mathematics and statistics. So most of the time when we deal with the data, we have to deal with the patterns. We have to deal with in which order things are coming, and we have to find out the same order so that we can replicate that order for forecasting new things for future forecast. So there comes statistics, and someone said that about machine learning. Machine learning is nothing but only statistics. So machine learning is totally based on statistics. So if you want to predict something or forecast something for future, that is possible with the help of machine learning, and which is totally dependent on statistics. So if you are good in statistics, if you can find out the patterns, if you can easily, if you are good with the probability, if you are good with linear algebra, then definitely you would be good with machine learning stuff. So these are the two domains that we combine together and to generate machine learning. And the third part, which is coming from domain knowledge. So actually, domain knowledge is pretty much required, because a data scientist is a person who is going to comment on someone's business. Okay, so data scientist is a person who is going to comment what kind of research. Okay, you are giving me, okay, this is the new insight, you have to invest here and there, how I can rely on you. So if you should have enough facts to prove your research, then only a business is going to understand, yes, this makes sense, or this looks genuine to us. If you don't have facts and if you don't know the domain, then no one is going to rely on you. So there comes domain as well. So if you are commenting on someone's business, you should have enough understanding of that business. Is it someone is sending something or sharing something? I don't know.
No, we have been asked to share our email IDs on the chat window.
Okay,
So I guess someone new joined and he shared.
okay, fine. Okay, fine. So these are the three things which is required in data science, and data science consists of these three pillars, I would say. Any questions so far in this? I haven't explained what is Python and R and classification and regression. We will take this in the
Right.
next slide.
I have one question.
Yeah.
So we see that for becoming a data scientist, we need to have sufficient knowledge in all three areas. Is it?
Yeah.
Right. So basically, if someone is not from a statistical background, uh, and is well versed with the other two domains, will it be possible for that person to pick that up and be actually a data scientist?
Yeah, actually, that's why. That's why training is required. So for applying these techniques, or for applying these data science techniques, you need everything. It may be in good quantity, or it may be in a small quantity. If you know little bit, or if you can understand statistics, that would be okay,
Correct. Yeah.
but it should not be blank.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's move ahead on to the next part. Why data science? So now I'm moving from what to why. Okay, why data science? Okay, maybe everyone. This is the best question. Why data science? Why you joined this, and why you are looking for data science classes, or why you are looking for data science based solutions? So this is I'm dividing into two parts. One part is why for the employees, or why for someone who want to learn, and why data science for companies or organizations. So because from organization point of view, I can see that organization can see a huge potential in data science. Okay, they can see that by using data science technique, they can definitely increase the margin. They can find out the new insights from their current business. They can find out the new opportunities. They can find out the right cost that they should have pay to those employees, how they can retain their employees. And then there are many more things that they can find if they are going to apply data science. So this is from organization point of view. That's why every organization, they are looking for data science based solution. And not only IT, believe me, not only IT, but every domain, every kind of organization, they are hiring data scientist or data analyst, so that they can find out some insights that could be useful for their business, and it would be easier to take business decisions. I can tell you, like, I work for finance side. I work for Principal Global Services. Then I work for Principal Global Services is a finance company. So US finance company, it's a good company. And now they have applied data science to find out, okay, where to invest, what kind of customers that they can target, and many more things. Then I work for UPS, that is United Parcel Service. Then now that is a logistic company and supply chain and logistic company. Now they have a different point of view. They need a few different insights, and now they want to expand. And now either it could be a finance, or it could be a banking, or it could be a supply chain, or it could be manufacturing, or it could be a tax and accounting, or many more. So even government organizations, they try to think of data science. Can you imagine, like, what they need, government organizations? So I work for one of the project for the government of India. And now if you might know that government started developing smart cities. Okay, so they are developing these smart cities from scratch. And now how government is going to decide that where to develop that smart city? Okay, where to start that project, and how it could be beneficial to for the people who are living there. So there comes data science. So data science is giving that insights so that it would be easier to take decisions. So that's why data science for organization, because organizations can see that yes, many things, many problems that can be easily solved with the help of AI or data science based solutions. For it would be hard for humans to take those kind of decisions. Okay, then comes why data science for us, because the number of opportunities are more. Okay, so companies require a data to function, grow, and improve their business, analyze a large amount of data to drive meaningful insights. These insights will be helpful for the companies who wish to analyze themselves and their performance in the market. Then the number of roles for data scientists has grown 650% since 2015. And that we already know, like every time, like when you just mentioned data science or machine learning as a skill in your CV, you will get enough number of calls. And companies, current situation is that there are more companies, there are more roles, open opportunities in the market, and very less skilled people. So this is the right time to jump in this career. Okay, so at this point of time, if you are going to jump in, you can see a lot many opportunities in the upcoming years, and you can even grow yourself as well as part of this domain. So about 11.5 million jobs will be created by 2026, according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. Also, the job of data science rank among the top emerging job on LinkedIn. Yes, that also we know that number of jobs are more, and even the companies are paying more as part of data science domain as compared to any other Java developer or any other developers. So this is the trend. This is the trend in data science. The jobs are more and people are less. If this is the situation, definitely companies are paying more for any data science person. Okay. Any questions so far in why part? All good?
Yeah, hi Madhu. Yeah, this is Shubham.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So when it comes to skilled people, so where we need to focus more to become a skilled person or a skilled employee kind of, where we need to focus, like in data science.
Uh, I think I'm not clear with your question. So for which skill you need to focus? Shubham? Shubham, you are not audible to me.
Yeah, I think he was saying that which is a particular area that you need to focus, or basically he wanted to understand probably that which are the, like if a company is hiring someone as a data scientist, what what
Yep.
kind of roles that person will be getting. Basically, a person who has already worked for 3-4 years will be preferred. Now, people who are trying to transit, who are thinking of transiting from one career in their middle career level to a data science domain because it is growing, how will that person
Yeah.
should tackle that issue, because they already have experience in a different area and they are new to this area, so how do they grow in that?
Okay. Okay. So in this case, I can say that there is one point. Companies sometimes company uses a mixed of profile. So if company is hiring an associate who is having suppose 4 years in Java development, and suppose you started learning data science, and now you learned few things as part of data science, and if they are hiring you, definitely their perception would be like this: I have applications which are running on Java, and now we want to automate few things by using data science skills, so that in that role you can utilize your Java skill as well as you can implement machine learning or data science to automate these things. So this is a new trend which is going on. So we have the existing application, we have the existing products that are built upon. Now we need to find out, okay, what are the new things that we can do? Okay, what are the new services that we can offer to the client? Okay, and what kind of customers that we can target to? So if a person who have existing knowledge of any domain, it could be any domain or it could be any technology. So suppose if a company is hiring a person who is having 10 plus years of experience, maybe he has experience in banking domain. So now what they want, what they expect, the person is going to utilize his domain knowledge of banking. On top of it, what that person is going to do, they will find out, okay, these are the pain areas of the customers, and now how we can rectify these pain areas with the help of data science methodologies. So that kind of expectations that companies are setting. So it is not like that what area you can focus on, what fields you can focus on, but it depends on for what role you get hired, okay, and what companies are expecting. Usually if you are a fresher or 1 2 3 years of experience, companies will not consider that, okay, you are working on something else and now you moved on to data science, because most of the people are doing this. So like they are migrating from something else, some other careers, to data science. In that case, what I can tell you, it's better to showcase something that you did in data science. Okay, these are the projects and these are the fields that we explored, and something that you automated and built in data science by using AI ML. So that would be the expectation from fresher point of view, and we already know that no one who is having 10 or 15 or 20 years of experience, who is working from data science since last 20 years, it is not possible, and it is not the field where
Correct.
people are working from last 20 years. Okay, so you will find that people are working for mostly 5 to 6 years, 8 years, not more than that. Okay, I
Thanks.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Madhur, I have one question. Like,
Yeah,
Jayant here.
yeah,
It's a very basic question to be asking, but still, I just wanted a little clarity on that.
yeah.
So there is one more stream called as data analyst,
Okay,
or a role. So
okay,
how different is a data analyst and a data scientist? And the second question is, I am currently working as a BA. I don't want to completely switch into the data science as a data switch into a role which is completely focused on being a data scientist, but
okay.
rather being a business analyst. Along with being the business analyst, use the useful skills of the data analyst part, which this data science course might help. So how can this be useful for a business analyst?
Okay. So, okay, first question is, what is the difference between data scientist and analyst? So let me answer that part.
uh,
If you consider data analyst, so most of the time companies are hiring analysts with less experience. So I would say
mhm.
that a data analyst is a person who is having sound technical knowledge and who can implement everything, but a person who don't have a domain knowledge. Okay, if you don't have domain knowledge but you can implement the machine learning techniques or AI techniques, you can apply for data analyst. But if you have more experience and you worked on specific domains as well, then they can prefer you for data scientist. So this is the basic difference: domain knowledge, no domain knowledge. So basically data analyst, they might be reporting to a data scientist who is gathering the requirement and passing these requirement to analyst.
Okay.
Okay. And now second question is how you're going to utilize your skills as part of BA. You are currently as a business analyst, working as a business analyst. Now, so I would say that here there are two things that are currently trending in the market, but I don't know why. So which is business analyst and data scientist. So even the data scientist is a person who should be technically sound. And what is the expectation of the company? A person should not only be a functional guy. We need a data scientist should be a technical plus functional guy. So a person who has a sound technical knowledge of all AI ML and who can easily understand all statistical terms. And then he should be having the domain knowledge as well. So he should be having the functional knowledge. So that is the skill requirement for data scientist. But when it comes to business analyst or BA person, so for business analyst or BA person, most of the time, if you don't know programming, okay, if you don't know programming, but you know the concepts and you know the implementation, you know the scientific part of it, then this is the requirement from business analyst who is working in data science field.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, this
Okay.
is Hari. Actually, I do have one question.
Yeah.
I am from a mechanical background,
Yeah.
so I want to switch my career in data science. Is it possible? If yes, how?
Okay, so I don't want to give you any fake things or it is easy or it is a one-day job. It is not a one-day job, and definitely anything that you wanted to learn, it could not. It should be anything. Like it should be a SQL or it should be PLSQL or basically Linux that needs efforts. Okay, and if you are from mechanical background, first thing that you have to do is you have to sit and you have to practice. You have to practice, and practice is the key. And when I'm saying data science starts with a programming language. So first of all, you have to go through any of the programming language concepts, and then only you can learn all the machine learning and all. Because I don't want to say that it is very easy and very easy for freshers and everyone. No, it is not very easy. It has a certain difficulty level, and that can only be cracked if you are going to practice it, and if you are going to um, dedicatedly put your efforts. And it is not a one person effort, I would say that. If you are going to take any classes or any coaching or anyone who is going to train you, he will do his job, but on the back end you have to put your efforts as well. Okay, so or it is not like that mechanical people cannot do. And I had one student, and she has done the master of arts. Okay, so MA. So this is a real story, I'm not faking, I'm not joking. So she has done master of arts, and then she learned data science. And on the background, it is not one time she got everything, but she spent nearly 6 months, and she is very sincere student, and she has learned everything. She has done many use cases, many case studies. She uploaded her work, and I got that now she became a data scientist, and she is working in Harbinger. Okay, if you know that company Harbinger. So she is working as a data scientist in Harbinger, and then probably she switched or she's still working. But I'm very happy with her efforts. So it is totally based on the efforts as well. It is not like that mechanical guy can't do or arts guy can't do. Everyone can do, but you should have to pay that much. Um, you have to pay that much attention. You have to practice, and you have to put your efforts as well. It is not one day effort. It will take time, and you have to patiently doing all these things.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. So I don't want to scare you like it is easy or something. It is not that easy, guys. You have to pay attention. Or one more point. If companies are paying more, definitely this should be something that needs effort. Okay, and that's why companies are paying. So okay, so let me move ahead. I'm very happy to hear all these questions. So, okay, the $1,000,000 question would be, how can I become a data scientist? So again, three more things, which is somewhere related to the last slide. When it comes to becoming a data scientist, learn to code in any one of the language. So you need any one of the language. You have to learn any one of the language. So it could be Python, it could be R, it could be Java, Scala, C++, and many more languages that people are learning to implement data science. But I will highlight why Python as well. So most of the time people are using Python, but there are many other languages that are useful to implement data science. And even the scope of these languages would be very vast. So we will discuss about that, what language is most suitable, and why these many languages, and why we are only picking up Python or R. And then to learn mathematics and statistics. And in terms of mathematics, we need linear algebra, calculus, graph theory, then distribution of the data, which could be mean, mode, median. Then comes probability, which is Bayes theorem, conditional probability, and many other topics of probability. So that is from the mathematics and statistics point of view. And the last part would be machine learning and software engineering. So we will discuss about machine learning, what is machine learning, what is software engineering, what are the concepts that are required. The software engineering concepts, basically we are also using agile methodology. And there are few more things that even we are using DevOps, pipeline, and many more things. Okay, so I think I have answered this in the last slide, which is data scientist, data engineer, and data analyst. And there is one more important thing, that is data communication. So as part of data science scientist, you are not only going to find out the new insights, but you are going to represent it to the end user or the customer. And explaining your research to the end user would be a difficult part, because when I say that the client clients are mostly the non-technical person. Okay, and what you are doing is totally a mathematical and statistical thing. How you are going to explain your research to the end user, that is what data communication is. You are going to represent, okay, I did this, I have created a normal distribution graph and this looks like this is skew. Now they cannot understand all these technical terms, so you have to represent all these things in a simplest form, and that simplest form is nothing but the graphs. So you should have that much capability to draw the graphs. You have to visualize the data, you have to represent the research in the form of pie charts, graphs, and so many other things. So that comes data communication. So I would say that now the four things that are coming, which is maths, statistics, then machine learning, software engineering, and data communication. So combiningly, if you know all these things, if you have all these skills, then you can become a data scientist. So that is how part, like how can I become the data scientist part. So so far we covered three things. What is data science? Why data science? And how can I become a data scientist? So guys, I think I cannot see if someone has posted anything on the chat box. No, okay. So you're only posting mail IDs, no problem. So next part is, as I said here, learn to code in any one of the language, and that language could be Python, it could be R, it could be Java, Scala, C++. And most of the time people are using Python. Okay, so why Python? Next we can focus on why Python, why people are choosing Python over any other language. So because of these capabilities, look at this. So first of all, I can say that Python is portable and extensible. What does that mean? You can run Python on any of the operating system. You can run Python on Mac OS, you can run it on Windows, you can run it on Linux, or any of the operating system, and Python is supported. So that makes development easier. You can have any machine and you can easily run Python. Second part of it, it is extensible. So it is extensible to any other tools or with any other languages. It could be Java, it could be C, C++, .NET, it could be Spark, Scala, and any language. So I would say that this is the usual problem that people were facing earlier. Like I have hired a data scientist, but data scientist only knows Python. But my computer or my application is running on .NET. Now, how a data scientist who know Python, how he is going to write something, and whether it should be compatible or not with my existing programs. So in that case, what we can say that Python is extensible. So they are creating wrappers. They are creating wrappers. So maybe you have written a program in Java, but we can execute it with the help of Python wrapper. So we can call this as Java over Python. So you write the program in Python and then we can execute with Java framework, or C over Python, that becomes Python. Okay, or similarly we have .NET, we can write wrappers and that would be compatible. The code will be easily compatible and you can execute that code with the Python framework. So this is the main key area, the key problems of the developers that has been solved by Python programming language. Any code written in any other language, you can write wrappers using Python, and that can be easily be executed in any other with any other programming language. So that is one part. Then Python has a capability to run it on distributed environment. So if you heard about Hadoop, or if you know about Spark, so these are the distributed frameworks. Like we can use PyDo, which is Python over Hadoop. If you have a Hadoop program, if you want to execute that Hadoop program from Python, you can use PyDo, and by using Python commands, it will solve the purpose of Hadoop, or it will execute the program in Hadoop. Similarly, we have PySpark, something that is written on Spark, and now we are using Python framework that becomes Python Spark or PySpark. And there are many more frameworks that has been developed in Python. So I could say that there are frameworks that are available for testing. There are frameworks which are available for computer graphics. There are packages that are available for artificial intelligence. There are frameworks that are available for web development. So Python has a huge, broad scope in terms of capabilities, and the reach of Python is in all the directions. Whether it could be testing, it could be computer graphics, it could be artificial intelligence, it could be web development framework, or it could be desktop application development. Anything you can do with Python. Okay, so this is why Python is trending. But now, why Python is trending for basically for AI or data science? Because of the wide range of packages that they provide in terms of computation, in terms of scientific computations. So again, talking about AI packages that they offer, they have a wide range of packages for image processing. They have wide range of packages for deep learning, for machine learning, for text processing. So everything now, everything in data science field, they are developing all these things with the help of Python language. Even though the editors are so easy, and if someone is going to write a code in Python and they are going to use interactive editors, they will not only put the comments, but they put some fancy headings, and understanding of that code for a person who don't know anything about it, it would be very easier. And even we can paste GIF files in between the code. Can't you imagine? Okay, so earlier code, when I know that when we are writing C++ code, so many libraries and so many packages that we have to import in advance to run a simple program. But that is not the case with Python. You do not have to import anything. You directly start programming and only write something which could be useful and really making sense of it. Otherwise, just do not need any other extra libraries or packages. So that's why the capabilities of Python are large. And in terms of data science, I would say that there are few points that I have considered why it becomes the popular language for data science community. Because now the community of Python is too large. Okay, many people, they are using Python, and you will find the answers of every question. Okay, anything that you are going to post, okay, I'm facing this kind of issue, then you will find many communities, many people, they already face that problem, and you'll find the answer very easily. Then it becomes high level language. Writing the code, it would be easier. Just look at this. Okay, A is equals to B is equals to, and C is equals to this much. So nowhere you have to declare what type of data I wanted to store, what type of values that I'm storing inside a variable, typecasting and prototyping. Nothing is required in Python. So I would say that this becomes a high level language and easy to learn language. So anyone who is a new in the field of programming, it would be the easiest language to learn. Okay, you do not have to bother about something that is not making sense in that making sense to you. So everything that you are going to write would be a very crisp and clear sentences that we are going to use in Python. Okay, then interpreted language. So line by line execution happen in Python. Rather than complete program you have to write, you simply write one line and you will execute it, and that will give you the output. So that is interpreted, and it is open source language. No licensing fee, nothing, no tool that is required. Even though you can write Python in Notepad or Notepad++, and you can execute it. So that these are the capabilities of Python that makes it the first choice for all the analytical applications. And I have many more things when it comes to talking about Python. Python have scientific packages. Just like if you know matrix, if you might have learned matrix in your engineering. So matrix has matrix multiplication, matrix division, then eigenvalues, eigenvectors, and so many things. So these things, when it comes to these things or matrix manipulations or vector operations, Python provides scientific Python packages, and they will all handle all the capabilities has been defined. Now if you want eigenvectors, so okay, so this is one function, just apply that function, you will get the result. So the processing of data becomes easier, finding the trend becomes easier, understanding the insights from the data becomes easier by using Python. Okay. So this is about Python. Why Python? Because of these reasons. Okay. And now I'm moving on to the next part where we have the job trend. So this is the overall job trend. Overall job trend of data science, I would say that now it is increasing exponentially. Okay. And not seen in this graph whether it is exponentially increasing or not, but in India, every organization and every domain, they are trying to implement data science, and hence the openings are far more as compared to any other technology. So that is a big reason to opt for data science. And then comes analytics jobs in India. So that is also increasing. So you can look at this trend. Okay, even though this looks like a older trend, but I can see that after 2018, and you can see that the graph is going higher and higher. So the number of openings are too high. All analytics opening. It could be in terms of machine learning engineer, it could be data analyst, it could be data scientist, or it could be a Python scripting, or NLP, or computer vision. Or there are many subdomains that comes inside analytics, and you will find that there are great openings in India for all the fields. Okay, so now I'm going to define what is analytics, what is artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. So anyone who knows what is analytics? Maybe you heard about one department in IT organization that is called as analytics department. Do you really know what is analytics? Anyone?
They use different algorithms to find basically analyze the data that comes in.
Okay.
So analytics is that part, so analyzing the data using some algorithms and other techniques they have. So that is the basic idea I have.
Okay, using algorithms to find out the insights from the data.
Right.
Okay, what kind of roles, if you know, what kind of roles that comes inside analytics? So is it there are few people who are working on big data, so they are calling that as a big data analytics, and then comes BI
Business,
analytics. Yeah,
right. BI analytics, and then business analytics is another also where
yeah,
you do data modeling.
yeah.
So that is another part, and yeah, these are the few I know
Okay,
currently.
okay. So so there is one common thing in between all these job roles, which is what is descriptive and what is prescriptive. I have defined into two terms. There is one common thing. That common thing is they are analyzing the data and they are finding the trend. So either it could be a BI person, or it could be a business analyst, or it could be a data analyst. They are finding the pattern. Everyone is finding the pattern, or they are finding the insights from the data. I have defined it into two parts, and it would be easier to understand if you go through these two terms, which is descriptive and prescriptive. Okay, so descriptive analytics is exploring historic trend, finding historic data, exploring historic data and finding the trend from it. So that is descriptive. When it comes to prescriptive, you can relate prescriptive with one term, that is prescription. Have you heard this word prescription? It could be doctor's prescription.
Yeah.
Okay, so what that doctor's prescription contain?
It contains his diagnosis, and also the things that the medicines that you need to take based on each of his diagnosis on the
Okay,
ailments you have. Yeah.
okay. So basically, okay, if you suffer from some disease and now you're going to consult to a doctor, and doctor is going to write prescription, and that prescription contain medicines and the routines, like when to take what medicine, and what to eat and what not to eat, and so on, so many things. So can I say that these are some rules that has been defined by the doctor by looking at your current situation, current conditions?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Rules, guidelines. Yeah.
rules and guidelines that has been defined by the doctor by looking at your current condition or situation, and that is what is prescriptive analytics. And now you are going to follow those rules. Okay. So doctor, when I say that, okay, analytics, you are going to a doctor and doctor is reading your or he's getting your situation from last 2-3 days. Okay, you're saying that, okay, from last 2-3 days I have a pain in my stomach and these kind of schedule that I'm following, and I'm not feeling this and that and so on. So he will listen everything what you explained, and he will try to relate, okay, what this can lead to or what this may lead to, or he will write some test, and finally he will generate a routine for you. Okay, you have to take these medicines and you have to apply these things in your daily routine, and now by applying this you should be in a better position maybe in 1 or 2 days. So I would say that doctors has generated these rules, that is called as prescriptive analytics. Doctor has generated these rules that you are going to apply in your current business to achieve a better position. This is the whole idea behind analytics. With the help of analytics, you are going to read, or you are going to read the historic data. You are going to find out the patterns and insights from it, and you are going to generate some rules. And those rules you are going to apply in the current business scenario, current business situation, so that you can handle few scenarios in the future, or you can achieve a better position, or you can increase the revenue, or you can increase the sale, or these kind of things that could be helpful for your business. So these rules has been generated by the doctor that you're going to apply. So this is how I'm going to apply, define analytics. I hope this should be clear to you, clear to everyone. What is analytics? It is related to descriptive and prescriptive. And then there is one more term that is inside analytics, which is AI, or artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence or AI? Replace human actions. So something that a person is doing or a human is doing, and you are going to replace that thing with a computer program that has been taken. That is how we are defining AI. So I would say that the best example of AI would be Siri or Alexa or Google Assistant. So can you think of, like, now Google Assistant is a program, and that program is capable enough to understand your language, and it will interpret that language. It will understand what are the commands that you are giving. It will connect to the server. It will perform the task that you gave him, and then finally that Google Assistant will finish the job and respond it to you in your own language. So if you are asking a question in Hindi or Marathi, then Google Assistant will understand it, convert it into binary format or machine understandable format, perform the task, find out the answer, and responding it back to you. And this whole thing is this complete process. It is not taking a second or 1 second or not more than 2 seconds. So I would say that this is the power of artificial intelligence programs. The programs are same, but the computation which is going on is too high. Okay. And the task that they can perform, it is somehow reducing the efforts of humans. So something that earlier humans are doing, now a program can do the same task. So that is where artificial intelligence comes in. And I would say that, okay, artificial intelligence or AI is a subdomain of analytics. Okay. And then third term, most frequently used term, which is machine learning.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you are explaining artificial intelligence, for a layman, generally who is not introduced to anything with analytics and data science, artificial intelligence could sound like intelligence which is maybe lesser to a human intelligence, but it is something which is created artificially and which at least can think on its own. So, which is the idea behind all the sci-fi movies that we see, from Terminator, which is a great exponential of artificial intelligence, they say. So, how is there anything to do with this, or artificial intelligence is something that you are saying is a subset of this, and it can only replace a few things that can be automated and don't need human intervention?
No, actually, okay. So even though it looks like, okay, a very few thing, but Everything. So it is a broad domain, I would say. It is not like that only descriptive or prescriptive or analytics. So everything comes inside analytics. Okay, all these things are possible when you are going to train a program, and that program will develop the capability to replace human actions. So what you are talking about, which is Terminator and all, and people started developing these programs usually in these days. If you heard about deep fakes, or if you heard about augmented reality
Right,
or virtual
right, right.
reality. Okay,
That
so
we all have heard, probably. Yeah.
yeah. So these are the capabilities of AI. So AI can definitely perform these things. Okay, or maybe you if you are more going to view LinkedIn, people are using that invisible clock, or people are using that Mona Lisa painting, and
Correct.
they added the facial expressions in
Right,
that, and there are many more things. So
right, right.
everything is the implementation of AI. Okay. So okay, so let's move on to the machine learning part. And what is machine learning? Machine learning is training for prescriptive analytics. So look at this. In terms of analytics, I told you the doctor is writing prescription, and that prescription is basically the guidelines that you are going to follow. Now, how doctor is capable enough to write guidelines for you? Doctors are trained. Okay, now they train for 5 to 6 years or 10 years for the same thing, and now after that much training they develop the capability to write medicines and guess the disease by looking at the symptoms, and then there are many more things that they learned. So I would say that they got trained, and the same training you're going to provide to a program, and that program is nothing but a machine learning program. So machine learning program will learn, or we are going to train the program on the basis of data. So we are going to pass the data, and that program will learn all the patterns, all the scenarios that could be possible. So after training, machine learning program will develop the capability to predict something for the future and generating rules for the business. So that doctor, in terms of analytics, that doctor is now nothing else but machine learning. Okay. Now, any questions so
Yes.
far? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. No, thanks.
Okay. And now the last part, which is deep learning or neural networks. So what is deep learning or neural networks? So now this is the innermost layer. So we are going inner and inner. Look at this. Huh? So we started up with analytics, then we moved on to AI, then ML, then deep learning. So now here we are creating the networks which is simulated from biological neurons. So human brain cells. So how brain is working? Think of it. How brain is working? How human brain is working? So brain can't see anything. Okay, and brain can't feel anything. Okay, brain can't sense anything. So I can say that all other body parts, they are passing their signals to brain. Every other body parts, they are sensing the information and they are sending this information to brain. And now brain is just like a black box. Everything goes inside and it is responding. Okay, in this scenario, if it is hot, you have to just pull your hand back. Okay, if it is too cold, you have to pull your hand back or take out one jacket. So all these signals or outputs are coming from brain. But how brain is resolving these scenarios, these situations, no one knows. And everything is possible just by experience. So brain is going to experience everything and it will add all these experience as learning. So brain is something that is learning from years. Think of it. When we learned to drive a bicycle, or when we learned to drive a bike or a car. So when we started up by riding the bicycle, we don't know, okay, how exactly this is going on. We just saw that, okay, my brother or sister, he's riding a bicycle. And then we started riding a bicycle. We manage. Okay, we don't know that, okay, no one told us, okay, I have to manage the balance. Now when I just handle that bicycle, I found that no, there are many scenarios that no one have explained, and I have to find out the solution of all these problem on my own. Okay, and when day passed and everything, you are going to learn something, you are going to perform the same task with more and more accuracy. Okay, now if you are well trained, and now if you are going to ride a bicycle, you do not have to think that you have to paddle it. You do not have to think that you have to balance your body, or you have to maintain the positioning of handle and so on. So everything is going on in the background. Everything is going on in the in your brain, and what you are doing, you are simply enjoying. But when you have started up this whole process, you should be conscious about each and everything. And that's what deep learning is. That's how deep learning is going to work. So deep learning is just like a black box at this point of time, where we are going to keep on training the data. We are going to pass the data and we learn the pattern. We are going to continuously passing the data, and so many times we are going to pass the same data, and it will learn all the patterns that are present in it. So after certain time, after certain steps, it will develop capability to take decisions. So these decisions are very useful decisions that we can take with the help of deep learning. So I would say that this is the innermost part, and many problems, I would say that whole computer vision, whole text processing, whole audio, video, speech processing, it is totally based on deep learning or deep neural networks. Okay, so any questions so far in this?
I would just request one example, the example that you gave for the bike riding experience. Can
Yep.
you connect the deep learning, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and analytics through this example, and how each stage it is progressing when you try and learn how to ride the bike? Is it possible in this example, or?
Okay, so okay, everything. Okay, so there are few things where I would say that, okay, artificial intelligence is a bigger umbrella. When you are saying that you are riding a bicycle, okay, and this is not a one-day process, and you keep on doing the same thing over the years, and then you became the professional. So I would say that in this case, deep learning comes in, and when you have a huge amount of data to train on, and it is a long process which is continuously going on, that is possible with deep learning. Just like you have self-driven cars. So self-driven cars or these kind of programs can be made with the help of deep learning. Okay.
Right.
Whereas simple thing, just like simple classification type thing, if you wanted to categorize a book, whether this is a logical book or technical book, these kind of simple classification task and regression tasks can be performed with the help of machine learning. So for performing simple classification and regression thing, you can utilize machine learning, where deep learning is not much required. Okay. Whereas when it comes to AI, there are many things which comes into AI. So I would say that it could be a machine learning program which is using AI. It could be a classification and regression task which is using AI. It could be neural network based stuff. It could be self-driven car. It could be text processing, video processing. This could also use AI. And there are few more things where learning is not required, just like IoT things. If you know the devices. So you
Right,
have a
right.
smart hub and multiple devices are connected to that. Now you are giving the command, and these IoT devices will be performing according to your voice. So in that case, there is no learning which is required. So you are simply giving a task, and that task has been performed with the help of that device. So that is the application of AI without ML and deep learning. Make sense?
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, I have a few more things to cover up. Is it Adhikansh you are there? Okay, let me take it. So, so let me tell you a few more things in a quick way, because I took much of your time. So then we can talk about what is learning and what is machine learning. So if you know that traditional programming approach, if you know the traditional programming approach, where whenever we have to create a program, just it could be in Java, C, C++, or any other programming language. What is the traditional programming approach? When we have to find out, when we have to solve a task, we are simply writing ifs and else. Okay, if you wanted to identify, okay, what is the object, whether this object is a car, a scooter, or a bus, I would say that you will find out the attributes and you will write, okay, whether car has 4 wheels, car has 1 steering, and it has a seating capacity of 4 to 6 to 10. And then if you wanted to identify how scooter looks, so scooter has 2 wheels and it has a seating capacity of 2. And if I have to identify a bus, I will define all these objects with the help of their attributes. So now in this case, I would say that there is no learning is present in these traditional programming approach. Whenever we are writing ifs and else, that whole program is based on what data you are passing. There is no learning. Okay, there is no pattern finding in it. But when it comes to machine learning, so I would say that machine get trained with the numerical data, and that data could be text, image, sound, rules, and it will develop the ability to predict something. So next time when it comes a new car, your machine learning program will identify, okay, this car looks like this, these have a similar features as per the older car that I looked, and then it can easily predict, yes, this looks like a good car, and this looks like a scooter or a bus. So I would say that this is the basic difference between the traditional programming approach and the machine learning. Machine learning develops the capability to learn something from the data, and these programs has good computation power, or I would say that these programs has a good learning curve as compared to the programs that we have created so far using the traditional programming approach. That's why the trend has been shifted from other languages to machine learning. Everyone is talking about machine learning because these are the programs which will develop on its own. So I'm going to define what is machine learning. We will read the definition, what exactly machine learning is and how it is different from traditional programming approach. So humans have limitations in terms of accessibility and computational efficiency, whereas machine learning enables computer to get into a mode of self-learning without being explicitly programmed. So you do not have to explicitly program each and every condition, each and every scenario. So this program has a self-learning mode, okay? And when we expose this program to a new data, a computer program can learn, it can grow and change and develop by them. So whenever it comes to the new situation, new scenarios, new insights, new data, that program will work in a self-learning mode. Okay, it will run in a self-learning mode where all these things it will learn on its own. So that thing makes this machine learning far different from the traditional programming approach. So in traditional programming approach, my program is giving me the same result. Either you are executing that program 1 time or 1000 times. But in case of machine learning, every time you're going to run a program, it will develop a capability or it will learn something from the data, and it will perform the same task with more and more accuracy. So I would say that in case of machine learning, overall efficiency of running that program would increase, and capabilities or learning would be higher every time you are going to pass a new data. So whenever you are going to expose a new data, that program will learn, it will grow, and it will develop as well. So anything that want that, okay, no, the data has been changed and some new patterns that are coming. So it will learn that pattern, it will develop, it will change the program as well. So it is the latest approach to digital transformation, making our computation process more efficient, cost effective, and reliable. So that is about machine learning. I'm quickly going through few of the applications that everyone might have seen in the daily life, or might have gone through these applications of machine learning. So machine learning is applicable either in case of face detection, in case of text categorization, classification of image, just like Google Photos, they are tagging these image, whether this is the same person or another. So that is also application of machine learning. Then automatic translation, Google Lens, you might have seen, it is converting one language program to another. Then in terms of bioinformatics, that comes like genome detection and genome analytics. They are identifying the pattern present in the gene, and they are doing using it in a lot many researches. And then email spam filtering, emails are automatically categorized into whether this is a good email or it's a spam email or promotional email, all these things, automatic categorizations which are going on. Then online fraud detection. So anything that unusual or anomalous behavior or anomalous transaction that happen, so bank server can easily detect that with the help of machine learning. Then stock market trading, you can find out which sector will go up, which sector will go down, which stock will go up and down. All these trends we can easily find out with the help of machine learning. Okay. And also there are many examples. Either it could be banking, finance, insurance, and healthcare. I'm not going detail about all these examples. I have few more things. And then comes deep learning, which is used in case of self-driven cars. You can see that, okay, all these cars are automatic cars that are going on, and every car can identify, okay, what are the vehicles in front of it, what is the speed of the car, if anything comes inside it, they can easily identify that, and they can change the direction, and everything is automated. So self-driven car is the best example of deep learning.
Excuse me, I just have one
Yeah.
basic clarification. So, machine learning, if I understand correctly, is created based on the traditional programming languages approach, and the machine learning is now used. It's kind of a tool that is created using those ordinary traditional programming languages, and is used to then automate or make life easier for the example that you showed us on the screen for different uh, trending things, finding out trends, or doing some with the new data, understanding the new data, and like how it can be relevant in our work. So it is basically created from the already existing programming languages, right?
No, actually, it is not like that. So machine learning programs can be generated with the traditional programming approach, just like Python and all these things. Machine learning or anything
Mm-hmm,
like deep
mm-hmm,
learning,
mm-hmm.
these things will be developed from the programming approach only. But
Correct.
but the main difference here is that you do not have to write ifs and else that we were doing as part of traditional programming approach. As part of traditional programming approach, look at this is what example that I wanted to show you. If we need to identify this object, whether this object is a car, scooter, or a bus, we have to write if and else. So if an object that contains 4 wheels, and it has a seating capacity of 4 to 10, it has a rear mirror, and it has headlights, and it has a disc of variety of shape and size, then we can say that if all these ifs has been satisfied, we can declare this is a car. And then other set of if and else has been satisfied, then we can say that this is a scooter, and then we need to write other if and else for bus. Now in
Correct.
this case, if a new thing that comes in, okay, so suppose
A
if
ship.
a new
Which is
shape.
not defined, yeah, which is not defined in
Yes,
the coding,
yes,
then it won't be able to predict what kind of a vehicle this is, right?
yes, yes,
This is
yes, yes,
traditional, but
yes.
this is where I'm confused. How will machine learning, like machine learning is created using Python, which is a traditional language. Now, what is machine learning? It is a set of code, or is it something else that will automatically determine the based on the ship's input data, that is the ship?
Okay. So let me tell you one more time. What is machine learning? Machine learning is a program, but this is not only based on ifs and else, but what we are going to do, we are going to apply statistical modeling. We are going to apply statistical modeling
Okay,
to
okay.
find out the shape. Okay. We are not saying that always car have that much shape, but I would say that take the data of 1,000 cars and take the data of 1,000 scooters and bus, and find out what is the common thing in between. and based on those common things, declare object as a car, scooter, or a bus. So it would be easier to take decisions if you are going to find out a generalized pattern rather than specific ifs and else.
Correct. And now I get
Okay,
it. Yeah.
that is what machine learning is going to do. It is going to find out a generalized pattern, and which will be helpful to take decisions. So that's why I'm saying that this program will develop by them, it will change according to the data, and it will learn, and it has a more learning capability. Even the performance of the program would improve as and when the data grows. Is it okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay, so now we were into deep learning, and again there are many examples of deep learning. We discussed about self-driven car. Then it comes to virtual assistants like chatbots. People are developing the chatbots, and they are answering the questions in a same way how humans are answering. Okay, and again deep learning is used as part of entertainment. Now if you heard about Netflix, they are using deep learning programs to find out, okay, what is the time duration where people are watching a particular scene, more people are interestingly watching that scene. Okay, what type of movies that people mostly like, what type of characters that people mostly like, and they are doing all these research and analysis before designing a new web series. So they know that what content we can sell and what kind of scenes people are expecting. And so basically they are on the next level. They are designing their web series, or they are designing the seasons in a way that people will definitely like it. So with the help of AI, I would say AI or deep learning. So there comes natural language processing, detecting development delay in children, colorization and black or white images, or many more things. So people are taking the black and white images, and they are making it just like it is a real person. And even deep fakes is one of the example of deep learning. Okay, so I'm sorry I took a little bit more time, but I hope everyone have enjoyed this session. And I'm ready. If you have any other questions, then we can go through all these questions, and I will be I'm going to I would be happy to answer all these questions if you have.
Really appreciate your help. Got most of the questions clarified.
Okay.